my channel. So I wanted to film this talk through video of this. I guess I can call this the beachy kind of, I don't know what to name it yet, but by the time I watch this video it's already named, so it doesn't even matter at this point. But I wanted to do a talk through video because these are probably one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube, because you get like a more in-depth look of the makeup process rather than just like a rundown of the product. You're probably going to hear why I picked this product, why I chose this product, why I use this product, how I use this product, and then some. So these are my favorite videos just for that reason, because you really get a good review on the product that you want to know more about. So with that said, keep watching this video, you guys. And yeah, so I washed my face with the Kate Somerville intensive exfoliating treatment. This is the third time I'm using it. I really like it. It came with the Christmas set that my sister got me. I finally cracked it open. And I don't know, I like it. You're supposed to use it for AM and PM. I just used it for the AM. I might try it out tonight to see how it works. But so far, I like it. I don't really care for the smell. It kind of reminds me of like cinnamon. Or like old people scent. But I like it. So if you want to try it out, it is a Kate Somerville. Okay. So I want to prime my face. So I'm going to use this moisturizer that I've been using for years. This is the Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Oil-Free Moisture. And I know a lot of people skip this step. I find that this is like one of the most important steps of doing makeup, because without it, you will start seeing your skin kind of get dry patches throughout the day, especially if you have dry skin. Next, I'm going to prime my face with the SmashBox Photo Finish foundation primer. This is an oil-free primer. I use it for the pore minimizing part because you can't really see on camera, but I have a fair amount of pores. But they're getting better because I've been using the Clarisonic, as well as giving myself like facials every now and then. So I like this primer a lot because it does hide all the imperfections, as well as keeping my face matted throughout the day. So, and you only need a little bit. It's about that much, not even like a dime size. And I like to kind of place this mainly in this area, kind of like my T-zone. Alright, my priming station is very extensive because I find that this step especially helps most. You notice like I have a lot of redness around my face. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in pictures, when I don't have makeup on, I see a lot of redness and like discoloration. So to cancel out the redness, you want to put something over that's green tone. So I have this L'Oreal Magic Anti-Redness I don't even know what it's called. Is it like a correcting primer? So all you do is just squirt this much, and then you kind of start placing it in areas that you're very red in. Usually I want to cancel out the redness in my cheeks too, because since we're doing like all like a very glow goddess bronzy look, I'm going to cancel out all the redness by applying this primer on. Next, I'm going to apply foundation. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever HD foundation for now, because for this look, I want to do that. I don't really want like a full coverage foundation, because we all know I would have used the Matte Velvet by now, but I like this foundation a lot. So I'm going to just squirt this much on my hand and just dot it all over my face. This part's like my least favorite part because I look crazy on camera. But I mean, y'all want to see how it gets done. I know people have different like techniques of applying foundation. This is the easiest way for me. It gets the most coverage and it looks flawless. Whatever I have left, I usually just wipe it on my neck so I can blend my neck together with my face. Alright, next up I'm going to take the Beauty Blender. This is my favorite technique of applying foundation. I feel like this gives you the most coverage, as well as the most airbrush like finish, as well as the most natural finish. So I'm gonna probably speed this process up while editing, but all I'm doing is tapping it into my face. And I guess this is what they mean by beating your face, because you're literally beating the shit out of your face with this beauty blender. I don't know if this is the first time I'm filming a talk-through video, but I kind of hate it because you can't listen to music while I'm doing my makeup, and that's like my whole like therapy session, doing makeup and listening to music. Next up is my brows. I'm gonna do that off camera because y'all have seen me do my brows a bunch of times already. So I will be right back. Ooh, all right. Oh, excuse me. See, I told you I had to listen to music while I did my makeup because I don't know, it's just like awkward silence. I hate that. But I did my brows. I think one looks thicker than the other, but that's like an everyday struggle of doing makeup. But let me see if I can fix that real quick. Finish my eyebrows, so they are complete. So next up I like to do is my eyeshadow. Now I'm doing this in this way, well, in the orderly fashion that I usually do my face. So whatever you feel as if you're comfortable with, do it. So if you feel like you want to do your foundation now, go ahead. But I usually do it in this step because it's easiest for me. So moving on, I'm going to do eyeshadow. Now don't even laugh at me when I show y'all my eyeshadow palette that tragically broke. But one color keeps popping out, but whatever. I'm not gonna even mess with that. But anyways, look at that. That's ugly. And that's like one of my favorite colors too. But oh well. Anyways, I'm going to use the Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay for this look because I find that it's the most like rose goldy palette I've had ever. And I'm gonna use this palette. So first off, I'm going to prep my whole eye area. And usually I pick up the lightest color that I have. So this one is Strange. I'm just gonna pack it all over my lid just to give it one tone. So it's easier to apply the rest of the eyeshadow look that we're doing today. And then next, I'm going to take a blending brush. This is like my all-time favorite blending. This isn't it. All-time favorite blending brush. This is the Sonia Kashuk 109 brush. I'm gonna pick up the color. I'm gonna pick up the color Limit, which is right here, and I'm gonna work this in the crease. Usually when I pick up a shadow, I kind of tap it on some type of surface just so it's easier to blend out the shadow. Sometimes if you just go too hard with the shadow, it's impossible to blend out. So tap off any excess that you have on the brush and then go ham. I'm gonna go for like a daytime smoky look, so I'm going to pick up the color. I'm gonna pick up Liar first, and then if it's too light for me, then I'm gonna move down a couple of shades. But for now, I'm gonna pick up Liar. And I'm going to use the Urban Decay brush that came with I think the Urban Decay 2 palette, Naked 2 palette. So I'm gonna pick up Liar, Pants on Fire, and I'm gonna work it in the outer V corner of my lid. Find that it's a little too light, so I'm gonna work down shades. So I'm gonna go down to Factory, tap off the excess, and work it in. You want to work it in like a circular motion. It kind of feels like you're massaging your eyeball. That's the best way I could explain it. Yeah, that's about good. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm going to pick up Liar again, just so I can have the same look as the other side. And then I'm going to pick up Factory. Tap off excess. And start massaging your eyeball. Sometimes I kind of drag it in more, like that, just to kind of have a really good transition. Then I'm gonna go back. Then I'm gonna go back with a clean blending brush that I have laying. Oh, this isn't very clean, but wait, it is clean. Oh. I'm gonna go back with the clean brush and then just pick up a smidget of limit and then just go in back and just kind of clean up all the harsh lines that may have happened when I was doing it the first time. Alright, so I'm gonna go back and I kind of want to warm it up in this area a little bit. So I'm gonna take Trick and Bows, kind of mix it up together. And I'm gonna start packing it onto the inner corner of my lid. You could totally foil the colors, but with this look I'm not going to foil any colors because we're going to be caking on the shimmer highlights anyway, so don't even worry about it. Alright, next is I'm going to highlight. So I really want y'all to see how I highlight. These are the two tools that I use to highlight. The first one is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Custard. This is the old one. I recently got a new one because I'm running low on this bad boy. But I use this and swipe it in the kind of like triangular motion. And the reason why I do so much is because when I conceal, I highlight too. So this is just another step. And with the highlighting, I use the Sephora Touche Lumiere Lasente. This is the smoothing and brightening concealer in the color Clair, aka light. Just going. This is similar to the MAC Prep and Prime. And I like him a lot. Same technique, I'm going to use the Beauty Blender. And the only reason why it got brighter in here is because my natural lighting isn't working like it should be. You guys, it's a little muggy out in New Orleans right now. It's been raining all night. easy that was, and I'm not gonna even like fast forward it on y'all because I really want y'all to see how quick and easy it is to conceal and highlight at the same damn time. And usually when you're getting near like the under eye, like the bags, you kind of want to look up because it helps you decrease and it won't crease up on you when you blink back normally. Alright, next I want to set the powder, set the concealer and highlight, so I'm going to use Makeup Forever's HD powder. This is like one of the best translucent powders in the game right now, if not ever. So I'm going to use this setting brush by Real Techniques, and it's called the setting brush. And again, look up. And don't look down until you feel like everything is concealed with this powder. Same thing on the other side. I feel like I didn't get the side up. I'm gonna set everything else while I'm at it. Next, I'm going to start contouring. This is like one of my favorite parts because it kind of like it's Photoshop. So, let the editing begin, right? So as an all-over bronzer, a lot of people use MSFs, or just like a foundation powder that's darker than what they really are. But I like to use my tried and true. This is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. I went pan on it already. I'm so happy. But I love the Hoola bronzer. I feel like it's a universal color. I know a lot of people find that it's muddy, but for me and my skin tone, I think it's perfect. So to slim out my round ass face, I start by bronzing all over. And since we're going for like a bronzy look, I'm gonna go ham with this. So make sure you get the neck too, because you can't have a fat neck and a skinny face. It is hot today. Kind of start feeling it already. Looking skinny already. Alright. And if you're wondering what I was contouring with, this is the multitask brush by Real Techniques as well. Now for the very in-depth contour on my cheekbones, you want to find a shade that is gray. And when you're contouring your cheekbones, you want to find a shadow color. So my favorite shadow color is something that's gray and more on the cooler side of like the bronzy, you know, typical colors that we use. So nonetheless to say, like if you're using the Anastasia Beverly Hills color, fawn would be the best choice, but I feel like fawn is too warm tone for me, so I have to use something that's on the cooler side as well as gray. So in the Shadelight palette, there's this color called Subconscious, and this is like my go-to color for like a shadow because it mimics a lot of your natural shadow, especially on your face. So I use this with a Flawless Concealer Brush by e.l.f. So all you're gonna do is kind of grab the product, tap off the excess, and start carving out what would be your contour. So this would be here for me. So you see that's like my, put too much down here. That would be my shadow for the rest of the contour. And then after that, so I'm gonna grab the NARS Ita brush. And if you haven't gotten your hands on it now, I think it's readily available in Sephora.com. So find it there. I think once I even stumbled upon it in the store, but I don't want to test your luck. So go ahead and go on Sephora.com and it is there for you. Because I got it from there. Next, I'm going to take the color Sabotage. Right? No, not Sabotage. It's not called Sabotage. Shadow Play. I'm gonna grab Shadow Play, tap off the excess. I don't think I tapped off anything at all. And I want to keep the contour more up close to my ear because I don't want to drag it all down to my face because it looks too draggy, like drag queen look. So you want to play it up very ever so lightly. And don't go too hard because I feel like sometimes people work it in too much that it starts looking like their blush. And you don't want that. I'm gonna grab some more. And see how I'm staying close to my ear, because your natural contour, like your inner dimples, they usually stay up here. None of it really goes down here unless you're like a really chiseled man. Little brothers and sisters are watching the Fung Bros new TV show. What the Fung? It's actually a really good show. I think the first episode was in my hometown, New Orleans. So if you want some good food, if you're visiting New Orleans, go ahead and watch that show and you could see what places you want to try out. This video is not sponsored by the Fung Bros. Anyways. Oh, and I want to go in and contour a little on my chin because I have a wide chin. And I'm going to use the same shadow color that I love. This is Subconscious again. I try to remember the names for y'all so I don't sound stupid and unprofessional, but like a girl, I don't have all that. And then I'm gonna take it up a little bit, my forehead, just to like make everything look unison. And usually, because it's just the person in me, I don't know, I usually take like a dual fiber stippling brush and kind of just blend everything in. Everything is tied into each other. My voice is going out, I don't know why. So usually in this area I like to kind of buff out all the imperfections. So this part it kind of helps with the muddiness of what contour powders usually leave behind on your foundation. So to clean all that up, aka edit all that up, I'm going to use Ben Nye's luxury powder, the banana powder. And with this powder you kind of want to tap it onto like a surface and then pick it up with like a sponge or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tap this on like my shadow palette. And I usually use a fair bit of it. Looks like I'm about to snort cocaine. I'm going to take the Beauty Blender and kind of pick that up with the powder. And you just kind of want to start baking yourself. This is what you call baking. And this is a good time to like pick up any imperfections that you left behind, that you messed up on, like me right now. Just going to pick it up. This kind of cleans up everything. Sometimes I feel like I drag too much of the contour into my face, so I'll clean it up with the banana powder. And whatever's left, just let it bake for a little bit, and then I leave it on for 5 minutes. So this time I usually start contouring my nose. And to contour my nose, it's really simple. I do this within like 3 minutes, maybe shorter than that. I'm gonna pick up Subconscious again, as well as a contour angle brush that I like to use. This is the e.l.f. I'm telling you, all my brushes are affordable. I think I probably have like 5 really expensive brushes, but I'm probably going to use those all the time. I'm going to pick up Subconscious, knock off all the excess, and kind of line up my bridge and start. And sometimes I feel like I put too much, so I just take my ring finger, kind of smooth it out a little bit. And usually one swipe is enough. Sometimes I go too heavy. Pick that shade up again. Contour the other side of the bridge. And then take my ring finger. And kind of just blend it in. Now for the top of my nose, I like to take the banana powder from this is the yellow powder. This is Lyric from the Kat Von D palette. And I'm just going to wipe it on the bridge of my nose, kind of creating another depth of your nose. See, I've made my little Asian nose look all Americanized and Norwegian looking. So to up the ante, I'm gonna go and take Becca's Shimmering Light Press Powder in Opal. Look how pretty that is, so pretty. And then I'm just going to take my pinky, take a little bit of the product, and then kind of, I don't know how to put it, but you just want to put it as if you had like a ball on your nose. So I usually put it right there and kind of blend it out. And it just creates this like very ball-like center of your nose that I can't get with like my regular nose. So see, I don't know if you can see that, but all right. Next, I'm going to finish up with the highlight under my eyes. So I'm going to pick up Lyric as well as Lucid with a setting brush. I'm going to pick up Lyric first and kind of set it under there just to brighten it up a little bit. I'm going to put her right here too. The highlight. And then for a more warmer tone look, I'm going to pick up Lucid, which is more like of a peachy tone. Pick that up and kind of like put that under there just to warm everything up and not make everything look so bright. Once that's done with, I'm gonna go back with that dual fiber brush from Mizak, and I'm gonna blend out the banana powder. Because baking is over with. Alright, now for what we've been waiting for, the bronze of everything. I'm going to pick up the Becca's Opal again with a MAC 159 brush. Pack it on. I'm going to hit the high points of my cheeks. See that highlight? And to accentuate everything, I'm going to hit my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This kind of helps, it kind of wets the highlighting powder. So I love that feeling. Now, next, you don't want to forget these main ports is mascara and eyeliner. I usually, well, I don't eyeline, but I tightline my whole face. I tightline my eyes. So I'm just using Rimmel London's Lash Accelerator. I find that mascara ties every look together. And it kind of makes me look more wide awake. I'm gonna tie it on real quick. And then I'm gonna try to film this on camera, but y'all know how I feel about my lower lashes. I can never film it on camera. Okay, let me try this. I think I'm doing it. I don't know, am I? I think I did it. I can't really see much, can y'all, but I did my lower lash. I'm gonna smoke out the bottom just a little bit because I find that it looks a little naked down there. So I'm gonna pick up Liar. Just work it under my and as well as Factory in the outer corner. And I want to highlight my inner corners a little bit, so I'm going to take Opal again by Becca, as well as a pencil brush, and I'm just going to put it in the corner. That's a lot of fallout, Lord. I'm gonna tap this ball. Some of it fell on my nose, that's why I'm like, oh no. And for blush, I'm just going to use something that I have laying around all the time. This is Angel by NYX. I love this blush because it's not a heavy blush. It's more like a nudie blush. So I'm just literally going to tap that onto my face ever so lightly. And for the lips, I have two options. You could totally rock a nude lip, which I think I'm gonna do. I don't know, do I? Am I rock a nude lip? I guess it's not gonna hurt. I'm gonna line my lips with Boldy Bare by MAC. I don't really want Kylie Jenner lips today, so I'm gonna tap on Myth. And for my hair, since it's day 2 hair, it's kind of like at a natural look that I like. So I'm going to just spray some Oscar Blandy onto my hair. This is just a dry shampoo. This is one of my favorite dry shampoos. Got this from Ulta. It sprays clear so you don't have that white cast over your face. I mean your hair. But you still gotta zhuzh it in. So don't think that you're missing that part. Kind of stinks. But it's a really good dry shampoo. And that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I kind of like it for like everyday look almost. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if y'all want to see more of these makeup tutorials, please leave some ideas down by the comment bar below, because I kind of like have a funk every now and then and have a YouTuber's block. So having you guys give me, I guess, ideas would help a lot, and it would make it more interesting because I might use yours. So until next time, thanks you guys for watching, and I hope you guys, well, yeah, thanks you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Thanks, bye.